Going on, Dokkan people? So, we have some EZAs coming up on the 8th here. So this is the whole schedule for everything coming up. We have the Extreme Z Awakenings for the LRs coming out tonight at the time of recording of this video. We also have the Dokkan Fest Vegeta and the Banner Unit Kui coming out on the 3rd, and then a Super Extreme Z Awakening for this really old physical full power Frieza coming out on the 8th, as well as the Extreme Z Awakening for this angry Kamehameha, Super Saiyan Goku, and Nail. Let's go ahead and take a look at the details and see how good they're going to be. So shout out to DBZ Dokkan Battle Wiki once again on Twitter for getting these translations to us. So this is for the physical Super Extreme Z Awakened Frieza. So he has Ki +3 in attack and defense, or in attack plus 150%. I'm used to saying attack and defense. Plus an additional attack plus 300% and defense plus 150% when performing a super attack. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Reduces damage received by 50% and starting from the 5th turn from the character's entry turn. Damage reduction rate minus 10% with each turn passed, no more than 30%. So starting from the 5th turn, this kind of reminds me of the AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Dragon Fist Goku, where he's more of a let's get in there, get it done quick, and get out type of character. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't think there's really anything wrong with that. So, and once again, this Frieza, it doesn't lose all of his damage reduction, just loses 30% of it, up to 30%, I should say. So by the 8th turn, he'll have what, 20% damage reduction, which is still decent in most scenarios. Maybe not in the top tier hardest fights, but in a lot of general scenarios, semi-difficult content is still going to be really, really good. Defense plus 150% plus an additional damage reduction of 30% as the first attacker in a turn. So, as the first attacker, he's still maintaining 30% damage reduction. So even if he loses, what, 30%, he's at 20%, but if you put him in slot 1, he's going to be at 50% damage reduction still by the 8th turn. We're talking about the 8th turn. You know, most fights you don't want to go past a certain amount of turns because you want to get it done quickly and as efficiently as possible to get some missions done or whatnot. So you don't really want to prolong a lot of fights these days. We're we're way past the meta where you're stacking attack and defense forever to get to the final boss or the final phase 10 or something like that. So that was when the legendary Goku event came out. That was the meta back then. Now we're trying to get things done pretty quickly. So I think this Frieza kind of fits in the current meta and really adds to his teams with his kit so far. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 150% when performing a super attack as the 3rd attacker in a turn. Okay. Launches an additional super attack if HP is 50% or more when attacking. So a guaranteed additional right there. Performs a critical hit when attacking super class enemies and attacks effective against all types when attacking extreme class enemies if HP is 50% or less when attacking. Plus an additional Ki +12 and attack plus 150% when there is a Pure Saiyans category enemy. Pure Saiyans is a pretty big category to be fighting against, so I like that condition. I mean, I would say the first part, HP is 50% or more condition when, or no, where is it? Performs a critical hit when attacking superclass enemies and attacks effective against all types when. Okay, so it has to be below 50% or at 50% or below in order to perform a critical hit or guarantee a critical hit. So okay, I'll bite. This Frieza at a glance looks really good. Of course, people on private servers are going to be able to use them, but I don't use a private server. I wait till the actual EZA comes out. So once he does come out, we'll take a look at him. We'll see how he fares on his teams and stuff like that. So as far as I can tell, though, on paper, he does look really good. Does look very powerful. So we'll just wait and see what kind of addition he's going to add to his teams, what kind of asset he's going to be to the categories he's on. So but moving on to the angry Kamehameha Super Saiyan Goku right here. We have his super attack massively raises attack for one. Whoa, hold up. Where is Frieza's super attack effect? Yo. Oh, that is very weird. Let me do something real quick. I want to see if Dokkan Global has it yet. So we'll actually do this. Dokkan Global. Have they posted it yet? No. Interesting. Can we... We'll actually do... Dokkan Battle Wiki. We'll go ahead and open up this. Will they be here yet? No. Upcoming cards. No. Interesting. Okay, I guess we'll have to wait till they post the actual English translation to get the super attack effect. That's very odd that's the only translation that there is for his passive. So okay. Anyway, moving on to the Goku. Massively raises attack for one turn and causes supreme damage to enemy. Passive skill, gambling on survival. Key plus 3 in attack and defense plus 200%. Survives KO attacks up to once per turn. That could be potentially useful. I don't know if he had up to once per turn in his passive before. So if we look at him now, let's look at this. Look at his passive pre-EZA. Survives KO attacks when HP is 20% or above. Okay. So that is actually significantly better. That could be potentially very useful. Okay. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 200% and attacks effective against all types for the rest of the battle if HP is 59% or below when receiving an attack. I guess. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 100% in launches and additional super attack for the rest of battle and evades enemy attack, including super attack, once only. So a guaranteed evade, once only, if HP is 20% or less when receiving an attack. Oh boy. People are gonna love that one. Alright. Recovers 59% HP at the end of turn when HP is 20% or less, once only. I'm not sure if I like this Goku. I'm not sure if I like this EZA very much. First of all, he's not even getting defense on his super attack. He does get quite a bit of defense in his passive, but I guess they're trying to balance out this whole survives KO attacks up to once per turn. Or maybe they don't give him defense because you do want to get below 20% HP for his full passive. Yeah. I'm not sure. I don't like this. I don't like this. Most of it. There's a few things that I like, but I do not like this kit overall. I really don't. That Goku's going to be interesting. We'll once again, you know, you really don't know until you start using the unit. So we'll use the unit. We'll see how he fares, how he does, and whatnot. So let's move on to Nail though. Where's Nail? No, that's not what I want. Where's Nail? Yo. Okay, I had Nail here. Maybe I didn't. I didn't want to. No. Thank you. Okay, Nail. All right. He's a greatly stacking attack and defense. Already better than the Super Saiyan Goku, and causes supreme damage to enemy. Okay, attack and defense plus 150%, and launches an additional attack that has a high chance to become a super attack. Okay, plus an additional attack and defense plus 150% for 3 turns starting from character's entry turn. So only it gets that for 3 turns. Interesting. Yeah. Let's read the rest. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 150% when there is another Namekian's category ally on the team. What did he have before? When there is a Piccolo on the team. Oh. Most malevolent clan category enemy. Huh. I think that means Wicked Bloodline. Okay. Reduces damage received by 30% to 77%. The less HP remaining, the greater the reduction. I think that's new. It's usually something else in place of that kind of effect when there is a Piccolo on the team. So this guy does have to have a Piccolo on the team to be at his best. If you really want this Nail at his best, a Piccolo has to be on his team. All allies keep +2 in attack and defense, plus 150%. Wow. Wow. That's a really good support. Oh my goodness. Okay. Launches an additional super attack and performs a critical hit when there is a Wicked Bloodline or Planet Namek Saga category enemy. Dude, this Nail's going to be pretty good with a Piccolo on the team. But other than that, I really, you know, I am actually not super impressed with Goku's and Nail's Extreme Z Awakening. I think they look good, but they're very situational. This Goku and this Nail, they're very, very, very situational. This Frieza, on the other hand, is Super EZA. It can be used on pretty much any team he's gonna be on. And you can pretty much use them in any stage that he would be viable to be running. So yeah. You can definitely let me know your thoughts about these EZAs down below, but I do think the Super EZA for Physical Frieza is going to be the best out of all these 3. I have yet to, you know, we'll use the Goku and the Nail, see how they fare, but I just don't know. I feel like the Goku and the Nail still have a lot of conditions to meet and are just very situational with how their kit is. So it's yet to be seen how flexible or how useful they're going to be. They may be useful on a few teams, but they're not going to be those types of characters that are going to be flexible on absolutely every team or almost every team. So, but yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate y'all, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.